Okay. All right, thank you. And this actually might be a good follow-up, and that is both of you have spoken about your opposition to the war. Where would you like to see us go from here, circa January 1 of next year? Keeping in mind the Pottery Barn principle that you might agree or disagree with, that if you break it, you got to do something with that. Could you be as specific as you possibly can about what your policy would be toward Iraq and what we do from here? Not looking to the past, but where we go from here.
Thank you. We'll begin with Mr. Richardson.
Well, I thought the Pottery Barn principle was the Colin Powell principle. But
Yes.
It is.
At any rate, I think we're going to need to have a presence somewhere nearby in Iraq. We'll have a small contingent that needs to be there. I do think we need to get out, basically get out. The problem that we have right now in Iraq is that we basically created a situation similar to what the death of Marshal Tito created in Yugoslavia. Whether we leave tomorrow or we leave in 10 years, we're going to have that problem. We need to recognize it, but to get out reasonably and responsibly and ethically. We do have a practical interest. If we don't want $7 gasoline next week, we do have to get out and secure infrastructure. In order to do that, we're going to need a presence there. We're also going to need a presence for purposes of what we're going to do with Iran, whether it be the Ayatollah or Ahmadinejad. Clearly, these are not stable personalities. Their philosophies are not stable. We're going to have to deal with Iran at some point. We're going to have to do it smarter. We're probably going to have to do it the way Israel did it in 1981 with Iraq, with the Osiris nuclear reactor, the French reactor, and so forth, that both the Mossad and the Israeli Air Force took out in 1981. That was a smart way of doing it. That's probably one of the greatest examples of an ally assisting the United States. We're going to have to be prepared to have our allies work for us in smart ways again, and we're going to have to be smart ourselves.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Rasoul.
Well, talk about many people have drawn the parallels with Vietnam. The principle is you have to, I think, understand the people. And the people believe that we are there as an occupying force led by infidels. And if that is the case, then unfortunately it doesn't seem as though we're going to be able to win over the hearts and minds of the people. That means that by actually being there, we're inciting the violence ourselves. There needs to be a responsible withdrawal, but we need to understand that by actually being there, we are actually inciting that very violence. Now, the Constitution, as I read it, states that foreign policy will be dictated, not dictated, unfortunately it has been dictated through this administration, but foreign policy will be led by the executive branch under the advisement of the Senate. I'm running for the United States House of Representatives, and where I come into play is with the power of the purse. So I feel if that your federal taxpaying dollars are being spent unwisely, then that's where I have my voice heard. I will try to not unilaterally dictate what I believe we should be doing when it comes to foreign policy, because I think that based on what I believe is the spirit of our founding fathers, I need to focus on the wants and needs of the 675,000 people or so that are in the 6th Congressional District. And we have to understand that when it comes to national security, I think one thing that we need to do first is make sure that our great republic is secure internally. And we're seeing that fabric dwindle away, both in the financial markets and, of course, in the eyes of people abroad. So as a member of the United States House of Representatives, I feel that we need to stay focused and make sure that we are financially secure, or else we will never have the leverage 20 years from now that we do right now to be able to impose our will throughout the world.